Hi everyone, this is Marie-Chantal from Tinnitus Therapy Online, bringing tinnitus education and management solutions to you. So this is my monthly Q&A, and every month I answer questions that I receive from all over the world and send it to your inbox. So this month I've decided to answer an email from Portugal, and it asks, I was just diagnosed with hyperacusis and tinnitus. I hear a high frequency sound. It's low level and affects me more in the morning and at night or in silent places, but usually the city sound around me masks it. It is still affecting me a lot, and I would really love to see some answers explained. So he's got a couple of questions coming. The first one is, I'm 40 years old and my audiogram is showing that I'm losing hearing from 11 kilohertz. What's the normal hearing range for a 40-year-old and my average according with literature? So the answer to your question is that there is no such thing as the norm, but in terms of what to expect with hearing loss, yes, from our late 30s, early 40s, that's roughly the time that we start to see a deterioration in hearing. Even if it's ever so slight or minor, that's typically, like everything else in our body, our eyesight, our mobility, our overall health, that's when we tend to see our bodies have wear and tear, okay? So our ears are no different. So are you normal? You've got a bit of hearing loss in your 40s? Yeah, that's pretty normal. It's really about how it deteriorates from there on, how you manage it going forward. The next question is, will hearing loss get worse, or can you stop the process early, and can you still maintain good social hearing later in life? Should I be worried? Okay, so will hearing loss get worse? Typically yes. Again, as I said, it is because as our body over time deteriorates as we age, that is a typical aging process. So the answer is yes, your hearing is likely to get worse. What's the rate of deterioration that I typically see? It is, around every 2 to 3 years we see a decline in overall hearing, a slight shift in your hearing levels in terms of it going down. So roughly every 3 years it starts to get worse. Can we stop the process early and maintain good social hearing later in life? Can we stop the process early? I would say that you need to protect your ears and your hearing with good hearing protection if you are exposed to noise at work or in noisy hobbies such as, if you do work with machinery, for example. If you go to loud concerts regularly, then you need to be wearing hearing protection, and also maintaining good health. That is really key. So that's a preventative measure. If you are someone that doesn't exercise and has poor circulation and doesn't really look after your overall health, well then we're a complex system and we are a holistic being. So the ears are part of your body, and it will have an impact if you don't have good overall health. Can you maintain good social hearing later in life? Well, as your hearing deteriorates later in life, that is quite common. Socially, this will impact you because it will be more difficult for you to hear in a group environment. So it will be difficult for you to hear one-on-one, but also when you've got multiple speakers or in a social environment, then it's even more difficult if you've got a hearing loss. And I can go into that further in another installment. But basically, yes, if your hearing is deteriorating, you will more likely see greater difficulty in a social situation too. Question 3, can someone with hearing loss above 11 kilohertz stop tinnitus? Is it possible that the tinnitus will go away if its cause is in fact hearing loss? So the answer to the question, if tinnitus is caused by hearing loss, is it possible that it will go away? And the answer is it's likely that it will not go away if it is caused by damage to the hair cells in the cochlea. So what you would really be having to work on is habituation techniques, which I can go into a bit further in another installment. But for now, that's the answer to your question. So question 4 is, which strategies can I implement to maintain my existing hearing? So the first thing that you can do is look after your overall health and make sure that you've really got good blood circulation. Okay, so if you are not exercising and you've got a pretty rubbish diet, and that's not a good start, and you really need to fix that. So circulation is really key because it does allow proper blood flow to the cochlea, to your hearing structures. And if you don't have that, you're not starting on a good front. So that's the first thing. Secondly, if you are exposing yourself to a lot of loud noise regularly, I would really recommend you get a set of custom earplugs, so that are actually created specifically to the shape of your ear canals. So people who go to loud music concerts frequently, who also have noisy hobbies such as woodwork or working with machinery or noisy workplaces, yes, please invest in custom hearing protection. That would be a very good idea for you. In terms of the other things you can do are to get an annual hearing test. If you have an existing hearing loss, an annual test would be a great idea. And if you don't have a hearing loss, a hearing test every 3 years would be a good idea for you. Just like we check our eyesight, we should really be checking our ears regularly. So that's it for today. And if any of you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. My email is specialist@tinnitustherapy-online.com. So thank you for watching. Bye.